Moyen, Eshishen, John Green. Hi, I'm John Green, and this is Crash Course World History, and today we're going to learn about Luxembourg.
Mr. Green, isn't that the place where the Skype headquarters is?
Why do you know that useless fact, me from the past? It's so irrelevant. Cue the music, Ram. Owns He Meshed, the Luxembourg national anthem, aka the lovely song that just serenaded your ears, was written in 1859. It was adopted as the national anthem in 1895 and proclaimed a national emblem in 1993. Okay, now to the real history. Luxembourg is quite small, which means it is often neglected in world history textbooks which focus on broad topics. However, you will see in this video that Luxembourg is a magnificent, important nation. Luxembourg, officially called Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, was founded in 963 by Count Siegfried as a part of the Holy Roman Empire. But before that, evidence of a civilization was found dating back to the Neolithic or 5th millennium BC, when structures were made out of tree trunks, mud, and straw. Pottery has also been discovered near Remerschen. A number of sites dating back to the 13th and 18th century provide evidence of dwellings and artifacts such as pottery, knives, and jewelry. Before achieving sovereignty, Luxembourg remained under Burgundian, Spanish, French, Austrian, and Dutch rule. Let's go to the thought bubble. In 1443, the Duke of Burgundy conquered the territory and it became a part of the Netherlands. Later, in the 16th and 17th centuries, the Duchy of Luxembourg and other Dutch provinces became a part of Spanish Habsburg rule. The Congress of Vienna met in 1815. There, formal autonomy was given to Luxembourg. After the Belgian Revolution in 1830, part of the Duchy of Luxembourg's territory split off to form Belgian-Luxembourg. It lost more than half of its territory to Belgium in 1839, when remaining territory became independent. Thanks, Thought Bubble. Oh, it's time for the open letter? Ah!
Oh, I got this. But first, let's see what's in the secret compartment. Oh, Belgian chocolate! Thanks, Ram. Alright. An open letter to Belgium. Dear Belgium, why you gotta go and take more than half of Luxembourg's land? They were already pretty small, but then you have to go and make it smaller. I know you guys have some pretty great food. Shout out to those Belgian waffles I ate this morning. And you've even influenced Luxembourg cuisine. You're like the awful next door neighbor, and instead of letting Luxembourg keep all their apples off their apple trees, you take over half of the apples. Do you feel bad yet, Belgium? They have been nice to you, so why don't you return the favor? I hope you feel bad that you made Luxembourg so small that it's forgotten in most textbooks. Thanks a lot, Belgium. Best wishes, John Green.
Few battles exist in Luxembourgish history. One major war was the Luxembourg Crisis, which took place in 1867. The crisis was a result from unrest against attempts to annex the duchy into France, Prussia, or Belgium. However, instead of disrupting the nation, this only solidified Luxembourg autonomy. Luxembourg also participated in both world wars involuntarily. It attempted to remain neutral, like Switzerland, even though German troops occupied the nation.
Hey, you want to hear a joke?
No.
So what's the biggest advantage of living in Switzerland?
What?
Well, the flag's a big plus.
The country used its alliances with other nations to build itself up. Like the famous Luxembourgian Victor Hugo, author of the very famous Les Miserables, said, "Society is a republic. When an individual tries to lift themselves above others, they are dragged down by the mass, either by ridicule or slander." Today, Luxembourg has evolved into a developed country with the second highest GDP in the world, right behind the good old US of A. Luxembourg's extensive healthcare system and social insurance encompasses virtually all employees and their families. Maternity, sickness, old age, disability, and survivors' benefits are paid, with both employee and employer contributing and the government absorbing part of the cost. For both men and women, the set age for retirement is 65. Birth, maternity, child, and education allowances are also provided to all residents. There is a choice for medical providers. Parental leave and child rearing allowances are all available as well. The government covers the total cost for family allowances. work injury laws, created in 1902, are widely instituted. Due to the strength in the financial sector, the harmonization of the tax system across Europe could undermine the financial situation of the Grand Duchy. Let's go to the thought bubble. In the 1920s and 30s, the agricultural sector of Luxembourg declined to more focus on industry. Since the 20th century, Germany has been its most important economic partner. The small, stable, high-income economy has historically featured solid growth, low inflation, and low unemployment. The industrial sector, initially dominated by steel, has become increasingly diversified to include chemicals, machinery and equipment, rubber, automotive components, and other products. Luxembourgish is spoken by 89% of the population. The other percent speaks French, Portuguese, and German. Roman Catholic is the religion most practiced here, followed by the Protestant denominations, Judaism, and Islam. Today, Luxembourg remains a rather small country with a population of 520,000.
Hey, are we going to talk about the Mongols now?
By Waylon, Delia, Park Invervuden. As you can now see, this engaging history of a country that is only 998 square miles is unfairly ignored. Luxembourg was a part of the amazing Holy Roman Empire, caused unrest between feuding European nations, and is now a rich country with an equally rich past. Now wait until next week when we talk about Nauru and Micronesia. Thanks for watching Crash Course, and as we say in my hometown, don't forget to be awesome.
This crash course was inspired by the great John Green.
A man who helped us all pass our AP test.
We would also like to thank Carly for letting us use her house.
And our teacher, Mr. Quinn, for leading us through the immense amount of history we learned.
And for being the best teacher AP World students could ask for.
There's nothing wrong with it! There's nothing wrong with it!
I thought we wanted to end it with we would also like to thank our teacher. Now wait until next week when we talk... The industrial sector, initially dominated by steel, has become increasingly diverse. Today, Luxembourg has developed in...
Do you want to hear a joke?
No.
What is the biggest advantage of living in Switzerland?
You're supposed
Belgian chocolate! Thanks, Ram. Alright. An open letter to Belgium. Dear Belgium,